let cash accumulate over days and chase that check for days. Let cash accumulate over days and chase that check for days. Let cash accumulate over days and chase that check for days. Chase that check. I gotta get that money. I gotta chase that check. But you ain't got no spend, and you ain't chase no check. Then you ain't get no money, then you ain't got no tech. And I can bleed it, and I can trust it, and I can bleed what I wanna do, I want it. And I can bleed what I wanna do, I love it. They hating on me in public, I love it. But I be chasing money, and I be chasing honey, and that's my fucking problem. I'm a fucking dummy, but I'm a curse one, and that's one day, honey. And you gon' get that one day when I'm done chasing money. Cash accumulate over days, and chase that check for days. Let cash accumulate over days, and chase that check for days. Let cash accumulate over days, and chase that check for days. Let cash accumulate over days, and chase that check for days. Let cash accumulate over days, and chase that check for days. Let cash accumulate over days, and chase that check over days. Chase that check. Yeah, chase that check. I had a moment of silence, cause I be chasing that check. And this shit so crazy, I don't even stress. Yeah, the bitch left, but that ain't the first time she left. It's like a boomerang, she come bouncing back, just like on the dick. Yeah, she do a spin, yeah, she do a spin. Yeah, she spit on that thing, yeah. But I'ma stay on point, I gotta get that money. Just like my joints, they spread out, and I flap my wings. If I was a bird, I'd be a wing. Yeah, you get it? Yeah, that's first class shit. First class, you don't even know what I'm talking about. Bitch, I'm the pilot lit. I'm the pilot lit. Business owner. I represent. I'm from the fold. Everybody throw up that shit. Let cash accumulate over days. Chase that check for days. Let cash accumulate over days. Chase that check for days. Let cash accumulate over days. Chase that check for days. Let cash accumulate over days. Chase that check for days. Let cash accumulate over days. Chase that check for days. Let cash accumulate over days. Chase that check for days. Let cash accumulate over days. And chase that check for days. Let cash accumulate over days. And chase that check for days.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is the recap with Let Cash Accumulate Over Days. Today is May the 30th. And wow, what has the market come to today? That's the question to ask yourself going forward. And what has May been? Looking at it since we're right here at the end of May now. You got to be looking at all that. Before we get any further though, I would definitely like to go over what the description is here. And this is recap coverage from the stock and crypto market. These are live ideas of thought and studies. This is not financial advice on this stream or with this company. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and get right into what happened today. And like I said, May is about to be over. We got one more trading and investing day in the year of 2023 of May. And May, they say usually is a sell in May, go away type of month, history states, but it's been the opposite this year. The market really just, peaked at support and really peaking right here at trying to break out and make a higher bull market right now. Currently, that's what's going on. But not too much action today, coming off that long weekend. The Dow finishes Tuesday lower as Wall Street weighs odds of debt ceiling deal clearing Congress. The 30 stock index lost 50.56 points or 0.15% to end at 33,042.78. The S&P 500 eked That's what I was reading right there. The S&P 500 eked right there out at 0.002% gain to close at 4,205.52 after trading both above and below the flat line during the session. The NASDAQ composite added 0.32% to finish at 13,017.43, pairing gains after trading up as much as 1.4% earlier in the day. So that's pretty much what happened, you guys. The market kind of was mixed, open mixed, closed mixed. That's just what's going on right now. You got the S&P 500 holding strong, it looks like, and the NASDAQ is holding strong. It looks like it's going to be making a move higher sooner or later. Or, it could be trying to break higher, but if it notices it can't, it will pull back. So it could possibly try to get higher over time, but we'll know eventually here by the end of the week. We do see still that the Dow is really still showing weakness, and the IWM, the Russell 2000 is showing weakness as well. So that's what kind of got the market. Well, that is actually what got the market mixed right now. You got two. It's like half and half. It's like half bullish, half bearish still right now. So. We'll see what the Dow and the Russell 2000, they switched on Friday. They switched to bullets, so a lot of earnings coming out this week. Obviously, with the Dow Jones, that's going to be moving the Dow Jones sector, the ETF, the DIA. So we'll be looking at that closely to see if this is the bottom on the Dow Jones, or the Dow Jones is about to sell off. So it's just something to be looking at, and if the Dow Jones sells off, I think the overall market will have to follow suit with it, or it'll just continue to be still mixed here, as it looks like is what's going to happen. But we're looking at everything closely here. It's only been the first day here back this week, and small week this week, short week this week, but that's pretty much what happened today. So mixed up here, still kind of you can make your move. You still should be thinking, today wasn't really a day to really try to trade it. Obviously, they were being very, very tight on the market overall. So, just looking at everything closely going into tomorrow, seeing how things are going to be. The volatility should pick up tomorrow or Friday for sure. Definitely, definitely tomorrow or even Thursday. But Friday for sure, definitely looking at the economic data here. We got some more days over with. You've seen how the consumer confidence data came out. The market kind of bursted off. Jobs information is coming out tomorrow morning. We got ADP payrolls on Thursday, you guys. That's a key part of information for the economy and the overall market. Jobless claims data is coming out. ISM manufacturing PMI data is coming out on Thursday. So Thursday is a very important day, obviously, and non-farm payrolls is on Friday. Unemployment and unemployment rate is Friday is going to be very key, you guys. That's really what investors are eyeing closely this week, and the non-farm payrolls data on Friday. But I think Thursday and Friday will be your big days this week as far as economic data, and we're looking at that closely. 3 things to watch this week: debt ceiling deal, U.S. jobs report, last batch of earnings, you got the last batch of earnings here, meaning these companies right here reporting. Just looking at all these earnings that's going to be reporting here, just looking at how they're going to report and where they're going, which direction they're heading. That's very key this week to be looking at, and the jobs report data on Friday coming out, that's going to be key. And the debt ceiling deal, seeing what Congress is going to do with it now. And they got till June the 5th to make a decision. So just be expecting information bomb drop on the debt ceiling deal getting solved. By June 5th, obviously, that's what they're preparing us for. So that's what we're looking at closely this week. Fed speakers, Wednesday, Bowman, Harker, Jefferson. Thursday, Harker's back. Be on the lookout for that. Top 5 things to know, the debt ceiling deal, obviously. Jobs report data, obviously. ISM manufacturing, that's key. And the earnings, like I said, you guys, is going to be key. Looking at the results is really it this week. That's what we're looking at here. Some key names that stick out: Lulu, Broadcom. We're looking at that. Dollar General, CrowdStrike, Salesforce. So that's pretty much what we're looking at. LCAOD, those are the ones that stick out. Looking at Dell too as well. Advanced Auto Parts, Chewy. We're looking at everything this week. Looking at seeing how it's going to pan out. Looking at the results. Be on the lookout for that, you guys. One stock to buy, one stock to sell this week. Buy Salesforce, sell Dollar General. We'll be seeing if that's true or not. let's go ahead and get straight into the charts and numbers. I ain't gonna hold y'all today. Not too much action here on this Tuesday, but you know what? We did get a pre-market gap up. So that's pretty much what ended up happening. That gap up was kind of the issue of the day. Everybody was excited this morning, but instantly sold off there this morning. Bears stepped right in. So people are looking at this area closely, you guys, over the overall market in the SPY. Everywhere, DIA, QQQs, IWM, we'll be looking at those charts next. But looking at the SPY right now, people are looking at this area closely as a bear center. They're saying this is really like the last support area for the Bears. If they can't hold this top, then you know the Bears are saying that you know the market will be bullish. They don't think it's bullish right now. So looking at the chart 6 months out, they have a point. We are right here at the top. Looking year to date, we are right here at the top. Looking a month out, we are right here at the top. And as you can see right here, got here. When was that? Not too long ago, probably like a couple weeks ago, mid-May. And you know, that's pretty much what happened right there. They topped out and sold off, but we're right back at this area. So as people are saying, you know, we could sell right back off here. So this, you know, this could be the top. The Bears are very confident right here, knowing that, you know, this could be it for them as well, knowing that. I mean, at the end of the day, I really think the Bears right here, they could claw down, back down. We could see more downside going into June. But, you know, I think this is a point for the Bulls right here to prove it and show that they're bullish. They already tried twice. So this would be their third try here to try to push above this area. And you want to see push back to 425 on the SPY. I think that's where they're heading now, looking at how things may plan out and pay out here by the end of the week. It is what it is. That's just what it's going to have to be as of right now. But you know, just be cautious of this area. Like I said, obviously, if you see 420 holding to the upside tomorrow, what I'm expecting here, if I see 420 holding on the SPY, obviously, this thing is still bullish here. That's support strongly, so it will be a retest right back to this 422 zone if you can make it there. And if you get here, I think tomorrow or you know, Thursday, Friday, you got to really start pushing up here on the spot now and holding gains. 425. Doesn't matter how you do it, but 425 is the key there for the spot. You know, you want to make a higher high to prove that, you know, it's different this time and show these Bears that, you know, you're really bullish. And I think the Bears are scattered right here, and it'll be another set of Bears on the spot around the 430 level. But then we'll see when we get to that point. But I think that's what's going on there to the upside levels I'm looking at there on the spot tomorrow. This is what it is now. To the downside, you know, like I said, the Bears, obviously, they're confident here. They feel like this is the Bear center. You know, LCAOD, we know they're outside. The bull is outside of it's on top of the Bear house right now. It's really actually in the air floating. So, you know, the Bears are just confident that, you know, they can snipe it down, snipe the rocket down, and come back down here. This could be your top, and they have did it recently a couple weeks ago. So so it is what it is at this point. They could be right here at the top, and if you see 418 break, I think the next level to be looking out for is 417 to 416 on the downside on the spot, and I think right there it'll get back even, and then you'll have to see from that level if things will just start to break down completely even more back to 414.50 on the downside to the spot. So that's what you want to be looking out for here going into the end of the week, you guys. And going into next week, next month, you know, looking out here. You got to break out this range next to continue the bullish momentum. Triple Qs right here, 350. They did it too. They gapped up. They gapped up to 354 right there. People sold. That was a tremendous point where they wanted it. That's what they wanted. So obviously they took it. You've seen the selling right back into 350 as expected. Check out the recap too from yesterday. Hit the like and subscribe button. But as expected, 350 right here, close. So now the triple Qs is right here. Could be a topping point where that could be a topping point at 354. You know, or you know, it's obviously going back towards that. So we're looking at it from both levels. But from the upside going into tomorrow, I'm expecting a 352.30 recapture here to the upside. And if you get to that point, I think the triple Qs is going to break here back to about 355 to the upside. So their target zone is 358 on the triple Qs by the end of the week, possibly next week. Coming into the end of going into the end of the month of June, that's the upside levels that I'm looking out for. Now to the downside here, like I said, tops could be possibly getting in place here, positioning. And, we're looking at that closely, obviously, here. So to the downside, if it breaks back below 348 here, I expect a little bit reality here with the triple Qs all the way to 346 break there. Next level should be about 344 on the triple Qs to the downside. You might find a consolidation there. But if things start to get really ugly and, looking at if there is no deal or something bad happens, you know how the market get there. If the fear steps back in, looking at 340 to the downside on the triple Qs there. DIA. Oh, DIA. So, yeah, DIA, Dow Jones looking really right here as, at the bullish point here where, they can break out a little bit higher. It could go either way still for them. They're critical right now. The Dow Jones, obviously, looking year to date, we're here at the bottom. So, the Dow Jones is at a point where, obviously, every time it gets to these areas here, you see a pop here. There was one pop there, another one, pop there, another one, a pop here. So, it's below all of that right now. So things could be flipping back this way. Momentum could be flipping back this way as of right now because it's not above these areas yet. But, I think it's really going to boil down to, like I said, these earnings companies that's reporting this week is going to determine the direction of the Dow Jones, and the Dow Jones is going to determine the direction of that stock or these stocks that's reporting under their sector. So looking at that closely there and knowing that 330 is a level right here, a key level in support. It always has been, it can get really bullish here. So a break above tomorrow, 331, you get above that, you really show that you're strong again, going back into these companies' earnings and seeing what they want to do. And I think 332.60 would be their next level there. And I think we'll probably get there and wait, and see, like I said, what these earnings want to do. And depending on what they look like by the end of the week, the DIA could be back to 335, you guys, 336 to the upside by next week too as well. So it's just something to be looking out for there. These levels I'm looking out for here on the upside on the DIA. Now to the downside, like I said, it's been shaky. We are here at the bottom still, and it's not like trying to show strength to get back to those highs. So it does look like, there could be a possible a breakdown here below 330. If that is the case, the next level is about 328. If that doesn't hold, the next level I'm looking out for is 326 there on the downside for the DIA. It could be, like I said, really turning around here, looking 5 years out. And this thing could really be trying to give back a lot right now. You never know. So it's just something to be looking out for. IWM, same for them. They're looking like the DIA, looking a little shaky here, looking a little bearish, not really getting above that support area, really chilling at it, looking like it could turn into resistance. But as of now, if it's holding, it is still support. So 175.47 support right here for the IWM. So to the upside level here, I'm just looking for a break back to 176.60. And if you can get above that level, the next level is 177.50 to the upside. And, you get above that, this thing is really bullish. I think 180 is a target. They still got a break. It's just a wall right there. So it's a lot of bears right here at 180, you guys. You need to get above that on the IWM to really show bullish strength and momentum in the IWM and tag 182.50 to 183.40. So that's the levels I'm looking out to the upside on the IWM coming soon here. Just keep your eye out on it. If not, like I said, if they are lagging and they are sending out signals, this could be bearish here. This thing could be about to flush and break down here. So this could be your top. So to the downside, I am looking right here closely at this 174 level. If that doesn't hold, next level is 172.65 to the downside on the IWM. VIX volatility, what we got? Speed of the market still going away, right? That's a red candle that actually popped here. And once it popped right here, it really just stood right there and it hasn't moved. So, this could be a candle where this could be forming a bottom, or this candle right here is forming the top. So either way it goes right here, the VIX is getting ready to call out signals here on the direction of the market here, the volatility, the speed of the market. And it looks like we're getting that candle here where, things settle down today so people can think it through. That's what the VIX is signaling out. Think it through here. Don't be rushing. Put some time on some things. Let things pan out. And, to the upside, I could see a break back to $18.40 to fill that candle. And if that is the case, you will see more pullback tomorrow going into Thursday, you guys. If that is the case and you see the VIX break above $18 here. So that's what I'm looking out for. If the VIX do that, I expect the market to pull back there. Now to the downside on the VIX, I can see it trying to feel this 16.98 level. So if that is the case, then just looking for it, see if that breaks. If that breaks right here, it could have been a buy zone for you. It means you should have brought the dip, and the market is going right back up here from where it's at. So just looking at that level right there closely to see which way the VIX is going to break out to, and which way it's looking like it's going to feel that candle right there. Netflix is playing a game of its own, you guys. Game of its own. Remember I said 400 by August, end of September? No, they said 400 by the end of May. So tag 405 on Netflix today. 405 on Netflix. 405.23 on Netflix today. And it sold off. It sold off back to 386. They brought it back up here to 399, and Netflix is consolidating you guys right here at 400. This thing is bullish. It's right here close at 393. So looking at it from that perspective, you guys, it really is just to the point where, like I said, it was going to go to 400 by the end of August, but we're here so far right now. It looks like Netflix is going higher now, you guys. You have to push your target out here further now. Look 5 years out. Look at the chart. Zoom out. Remember I said when in doubt, zoom out. So now you got to look where they're really trying to fill here. Netflix is now trying to fill here now at 410. So once that fills, you guys, your next candle to fill is this one. And I think they'll cool it out there until their earnings report. But Netflix could be filling 410 to 458 now, you guys. Looking at the charts here, where they're going here, you guys. Now, that's the upside levels here. You got to widen the ranges right now on Netflix. It is what it is. That's the upside levels. Now, to the downside, Netflix could also still be trying to come back here to that 380, 370 level. I don't see any lower, but if you do see any lower than that, Netflix could probably be trying to fill that 350 level there as well to the downside. So you have to widen the ranges out right now for Netflix. They're giving you 3 to 5% a day. So you need to widen your ranges out with Netflix. This was a huge gap up right here, gap right to 400, right to past 400. So Netflix is looking very strong and bullish. It looks like the password sharing thing, people want that to really be a factor there to stop. So, and it looks like the people that's mad, they're just mad, but it's making the price go higher. So at the end of the day, Netflix is going higher. It looks like, all right, they're going to stay up here at the highs. It looks like I don't see any lows for Netflix, so I wouldn't be shorting just quite yet. I know all you bears on Netflix want to do it, but I would hang tight and just play it day by day overall, everyone. And that's just the widen ranges on Netflix right now. That's just what it is, you guys. So be on the lookout for that. Going into the end of the week, you guys, going into next week, going into still long term. Microsoft, same for them, playing a game of their own, in a league of their own right now. 338 gap up, sold 337, sold off back to 330 support here, consolidated 332 now. So Microsoft is really just looking for a pushback to 335 upside here. You break back above that, you retest 338. Now we're playing with 342. We're teasing the all-time high at 344. I think that's where Microsoft is heading. And we may see rejection here, or at that point, you guys, there's no resistance to about 350 to possibly 370 on Microsoft, you guys. You want to long this right here. This is an AI play. It's super strong. Widen the ranges up. That's what it is to the upside. Be ready for it. They're coming soon on Microsoft. To the downside, though, you know, this could be your top. So looking for 330 to flush. If that flushes, next level we know is 327.50. If that doesn't hold, next level to the downside is 325 on Microsoft, and you probably will see consolidation there before you possibly may see 320. So that's the downside levels I'm looking at, and you should be expecting on Microsoft. Apple, last but not least, same thing here. Still bullish, holding strong here, trying to be the new NVIDIA here possibly, but Apple is just, you know, Apple itself, the highest market capitalization company in the market, 2.789 trillion. So Apple is just looking at trying to just break all-time highs itself there, which is about 181. So they're $4 away literally. So Apple is about to possibly make a NVIDIA move here. There's strong bullish strength there. And it's holding 177.50 is support. We know that. So to the upside tomorrow, I'm looking for a break back to 179 there. And if you get above that tomorrow, you guys, 180s on the board. And then you're going to see a tease there at the all-time highs. And you may see rejection, but it may make a NVIDIA move literally and make a new all-time high overall. And you can see Apple at 185, you guys. And there may not be resistance at Apple till about 190 to the upside. So it's just something long to be thinking about here right now, current with this momentum here. And this bull market is just gearing up. Now to the downside here, I am looking at this being the top here on Apple. And if so here, if 176 doesn't hold, no, the next level is 175 flat to the downside on Apple. And you may see consolidation, possibly more downside there to 173. But just be on the lookout for the consolidation. It might spike back up from 175. So just look out for that closely. But that's pretty much it, you guys. Crypto market is still, you know, teasing, trying to break out here right now. Everything's still the same. Nothing's changed here pretty much. The market is mixed. So be thinking. Put your thinking caps on here. Another move is coming here. Be ready, you guys. Be ready going into tomorrow. We got earnings kicking off tomorrow. So be ready to see what's going to happen here. Debt ceiling bill poised to clear key House committee, teeing up final vote. So that's what it is. NVIDIA crosses into 1 trillion market cap before giving back gains. Stock futures are a little changed as traders await debt ceiling progress in Washington. The market is still mixed. Futures are mixed right now, you guys, and that's pretty much what it is. I'll see you guys tomorrow with another recap, and we'll get an update and let you know what's going on. But those are the levels. That's the charts and numbers. Read that carefully. See y'all tomorrow. Peace.